Hello to myself and everybody else. This is video 14. So far, this video is just another rambling video. So, again, just anybody can skip this and all that too, and just go to the next one or just wait for the next one whenever I put it out. But so far, I know when this video comes out, it should, I think, be the day before New Year's or something like that. So, at least I'll, by definition, get this out before the end of the year. Really, I know from the last video and stuff I mentioned and everything too, I'll kind of just see where I am and everything, what my plans and stuff are, and how things have been going. So far, I'm currently home and stuff like that for Christmas break and all that, because I'm recording this before, I actually post it. The thing should say when I record it. So, I'm recording this during Christmas break. I'm at home. So that's why my audio and everything and stuff actually can sound like a bit louder and a bit, at least some emotion or something in it and everything like that. Compared to before where I was just talking really quietly and everything. Because I just really didn't want to disturb my roommates or anything like that. And I just had to record really early in the morning before class and all that. So yeah, just kind of be tired recording everything. But it's not any better here because I keep recording late at night when I'm tired, so that's really not any better. But so far, again, just it's at least better audio-wise, so I can at least tell a difference in the audio and stuff like that too when I'm editing, as well as when I listen back to it. The other thing and stuff too is that, I just looked at my grades and stuff for college or at least for this semester. Didn't do too bad. I failed one class, but that was because I was super burned out and everything, and it just took me a bit of just getting my mind back together. And another class, really I learned nothing in that other class. It was cryptography. I learned absolutely nothing in that class, but I at least passed. Because apparently nobody was really learning that much in there, because to pass the class, minimum to get a C was a 50, and an A in the class was an 80 and above. So that really means not a lot of people did too good in that class if an A was an 80 and a 50 was a C. So yeah, but with that I passed the class by barely. I had a 53. So either way, a pass is a pass. I'm done with that. I don't have to ever take it again, because that almost finishes the math classes and stuff I need for my computer science degree, which I had to take a crap ton of math. In total, I have one more math to take because I have to retake it. But after that, I should be done with math and stuff at the very least, which will be a good thing with that. So far, I still have a bunch of other computer classes and stuff too, and yeah, those are just going to be another thing I gotta do. Because again, I'm just genuinely just doing, at this point, I'm just taking these classes just to get past them. I'm not learning a thing from them. Because a lot of them is just, okay, you're doing some work, and it's not work. The work isn't related to anything we talked about in class or anything we looked at. It's just something they just give us, and it's okay, do any of you know how to program in this language? Most of us say no. They're okay, well, I'll give you this assignment. And then it's nothing at all related to basics or anything. It's something where it's okay, if you've worked with this language at least for a year, then you should be able to do this. And from that, most of us are okay, so how are we supposed to do this then? Because you try looking some stuff up, and most of the time, it's people kind of talking about it who've had experience with this for years, and you as a new person trying it, you're okay, I don't really understand what I'm doing or how I'm supposed to change this to get it to work the way they want it to. Sometimes you don't even know where to start and everything, which is another problem. And you're probably thinking, oh, just ask the teachers. They usually don't, some of the teachers I have don't really answer questions. Because you ask them something, or specifically I know for me, if I ask them something, they usually just say, oh, well, you can figure it out eventually. And I'm that's why I'm emailing you, or I came to your office hours to ask you for help. I'm like, yeah, I don't really understand how this works or how I'm supposed to get started. And they're just like, you'll figure it out. I'm like, that's not really useful. Or, which the worst response I've ever had was a teacher just saying, oh, go ask another student in the class. And I'm like, and this was during like her office hours. I'm like, really? Go ask another student? Most of the students don't know how to do this stuff either. And some who act like they do, they'll tell you, okay, here's how you do it. Then the teacher comes over and looks at it and is like, oh yeah, this is completely wrong. So then you're sitting there confused while she's trying to explain like how to do it, but she doesn't give you a full explanation. She's explaining it, then partway through stop, walk to another group, ask them some stuff, walk to another group, explain stuff to them, then come back to yours and try to like remember where she left off, trying to explain it. It's like everybody will be confused by the end, and we're like, yeah, we have no idea how to do this. And then when the class and stuff is over and stuff too, and you finish, most of the time we couldn't tell you what the class was even about. Because you're like, okay, so what was this class about? I have no idea. I've actually had another like person in the class tell me that a friend of theirs asked, what is the class about? And they legit just said, I have no idea. We just made like charts and graphs for something, but I don't really understand what we did or what was the point of this stuff in the class. Where to me, that's like terrible that you take this class and you're just like, yeah, I don't know what the point of it was. I don't know how to use any of this information. I really didn't learn too much in this because they made this as complicated as possible. It's like those are really terrible things like leave a class thinking, but that's like for literally all of my classes. People just take these, they leave, and they're like, yeah, I didn't learn a thing. Most people who end up learning something, or they say they do, those are people who ended up like taking the class and stuff like that too. Well, they end up like taking the class, but the information that's quote unquote taught in it, they end up saying like they worked with this stuff for years before taking the class, so that's how they knew how to get past it. And I'm like, that's terrible for people who've never taken this before, don't know what to do, and then when they try to like get past it, they're getting like, stuck on everything while the other people are flying through it. And then the teacher's like, oh yeah, my teaching is great. And then the people who pass are like, oh yeah, I've taken this stuff before, so it's no problem. It's not really good. But so far, I think I have trying to think, like 2 more years or something left at college and all that. So far, would have gone there and left learning absolutely nothing. Genuinely felt like my time would have been better spent if I just, got a job or just worked on this game for like a few years or something. But yeah, just try to improve where I can. At the very least, I can say being filled with tons of hatred and rage all the time from being at school, it at least made me get started like making these videos, getting like art books and stuff like that, and practicing that stuff, and just kind of looking to see what I need to do to improve since I'm not learning it at school. So maybe just have to look at myself and go, okay, what do I need to do? What should I be looking into? What should I be getting and everything? And at least from that, like, at least help me out with that and everything. But yeah, so far just thinking about like plans of the future and all that too, just with these videos and all that. Just thinking about what am I actually gonna, like, what should my plans and stuff be for like next year? Because minimum, I at least know over the summer, I'm going to try to finish Buy Some Milk Story 5. I'm at least going to do that. Or at least try to. I'm going to try not to rush it because I genuinely want that to be like a good finale to something I've made. Because I worked on it for years. But specifically, it was to continue just having a reason to work with Game Maker so I wouldn't have to keep coming up with a new project every single summer. So, with that at the very least, hopefully over the summer I can get this done. So, that at least will be done with like a big project and everything. Then, the next thing after that, like if I look at the stuff like, because, well, project-wise, I at least know the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make another game after Buy Some Milk, something so I can like kind of focus on practicing art and music with like a little bit of programming, mostly get the base of stuff set up, and then after that I can kind of just keep reusing a lot of code, but I'll at least have to keep making like different things of music and art. I kind of don't want to say what it is yet, just in case if somebody's actually watching this. Plus, I don't know if the idea might change or I might do something else, but at the very least, I just want to kind of like wait and stuff for that later. But I at least do know what the next project and stuff I work on is going to be. In which, like, trying to think, once I work on that and everything too, around that time I probably will end up having a job or at least like an internship somewhere. So, have to just like figure out time to actually work on stuff like that and everything too. Beyond that, but I don't know. But the other thing I want to think about too is like the future of me working with like the books and everything like that too, like the drawing books and all that. Because so far, again, I really haven't, like, just in my own time, I haven't really practiced drawing and stuff in a while because I've been working on my game. I finished schoolwork, started working on my game, and I've been like just doing a whole bunch of other stuff and everything too. So I'm gonna try to like get back into just practicing and everything before I start recording videos. See if I can make some like headway and progress and stuff, and then just like be able to record videos, go through several things, and just see my actual progress rather than just working on something a day before and then just the next day just recording it and just seeing how it looks. Yeah, try to work on that, but I at least, because I don't know if I have no idea if I'll finish the books by next year. Because again, with me working on my game, schoolwork, and other things like that, I really don't know how much progress I'll really make. But I really do want to see if I can because if I get these done before the end of the year, that'll be like really good. So I can at least work on the next thing, because with me working on cartooning and drawing people, I already know like what my next books are going to be because I have a bunch of them. So I know what the next books are going to be after I finish these. But I also need to work on pixel art and stuff as well. I'm just doing a lot of stuff with line work to see if it can translate over to pixel art and help me out. But I need to look at 2D Whenever Die and work with that so I can just get better with everything. So that will probably take me some time. But yeah, just looking at next year, I have no idea if I'll finish those books entirely. Because if I work with it now, the cartooning one, I can at least make some good headway with that. And I really don't want to rush and just be like, oh yeah, I'll just hurry up and like run through the books real quick. And just like, no, the whole point is to learn and to genuinely get an opinion on the book and be like, okay, did I learn something from this? Would I recommend this book as something for somebody to learn something from? As well as also gain a skill of being able to draw people, cartoons, and various stuff like that, so I can keep workshopping things. So I will take my time with that. But I'm kind of taking my time a lot though with that, just with the big gaps between, because right now as I'm recording this, I'm recording a lot of videos looking at my old music and everything, because I'm just doing that to prepare for over the summer when I should be making music. I can at least have fresh in my mind ideas of, okay, here's what I should do, here's lessons I've learned, here's things I can take away from my music. I think that's pretty good to learn and improve from. So that's definitely a thing. I'm going to be making a bunch of videos on that. But I really don't want to like slack off on doing the drawing videos and everything too. And then probably when I'm making music, I'll probably like make videos on like while I'm making it. Plus, I have an idea for one to make when I'm drawing pixel art for something for my game. When I make like the main thumbnail, I'll probably like make a video on that of just like a sped up thing of just seeing my process of drawing it. And then I also need to make a video on the calves, or the main character of the game, main character of story 5. make a video showing what they can do and, going into the code and everything and stuff for that. So there's that as well. Yeah, but I have to like get those done and everything and stuff first, so that's going to take me some time. Just the main thing that I realized just like saying all that stuff is I give myself too much stuff to do. Because I'm like, okay, I need to work on drawing from from the figure book for people, then the cartooning book. Then I also need to work on my game. Then I also need to practice and move on and stuff in those books while also making videos and stuff for them. Then I also want to practice like pixel art and stuff too, but I should probably do it after I'm done with my game so I can keep my consistent style. Then from there, I also did something stupid. I just like picked up a fighting game. I started playing Guilty Gear Strive. So that's another thing I started doing and stuff too. Plus, again, I already said schoolwork and everything. And then eventually, if I get an internship, that'll be another thing that gets in the way of me really actually learning something. So it's just like a whole bunch of stuff I really got to do. So it's just going to take some time. But I really just need to like get better at planning my stuff out like 100%. I just really need to like plan my day through more and just go, okay, here's the one thing I'm going to do today. Let me get that out of the way, and then just do anything else and relax, because as I keep saying before in my other videos and stuff like that too, I end up being burned out and stuff from school and everything, so it takes some time. So because of that, I just genuinely need to like slow things down, take time to relax and everything. And even if I'm working slow, at least I'm getting something done. Because that is a problem I have, where I'll get something done and then be like, oh, I could have done way more today, even though I've done like 4 things or something. So I just need to like at least do one thing, get it done, and then just like relax or something, or just plan the next thing out. Because I just do that a lot, because even if I'm working on a game, I'll finish the game, then I'll rest for maybe like a day. And then after that, I'll be like, okay, I've been messing around for like a day. I should actually do something, even though I'm tired and just got done working on another thing. So I really need to learn to just like take breaks and just, stop just like trying to overdo it. As well as, again, like my procrastination as well has also increased from being in school. So I also really do need to, I really just overall, as I said, just come with a better schedule and, just at least get one thing done at a time, so I can at least relax a bit. Because better get one thing done than to plan a bunch of stuff and get nothing done. So at the very least, I will try that. Just do one thing, call it, and just, there we go, just break things up. So at least I'm getting something done every day, rather than getting like, one thing done every week. I can get one thing done every day. So yeah, I really got to just implement that and just try to like start doing my work earlier and everything too, which is the main other thing. But yeah, so just going back to the other thing though, like for next year, for 2025, like my plan for that is I will basically try to continue just working with the art books and showing off my games and music, so I can just get through that stuff. I will genuinely try everything I can to keep working with the art, so I just don't mess around too much. Because so far I finally got another computer and stuff like that too, so I don't have to worry, hopefully, too much about like technical difficulties and stuff like that too and all. So I can actually get stuff done without like taking a few days trying to like reload a computer and doing like check disk/R to see if that works and everything. So yeah, because my other computer, it was like a problem with the driver and everything, the Wi-Fi driver. Because with that, it was like it was a corrupted file or something, and then it would prevent me from connecting to Wi-Fi. It just wouldn't even find anything, and that just became a problem with trying to find a new driver, update it, and do everything I can. It just became like a huge problem, so I just had to get another one, which I'm kind of glad I did because this new computer I got is pretty good. So yeah, I can do a whole bunch. It's like way faster. I can do a whole bunch of stuff. So that's pretty good and everything. So I should have no excuse to not, just keep working on my stuff. Plus, this has a touch screen, so I can actually like draw on it instead of using a drawing pad. So far, using the drawing pad, it still feels pretty good and all that. So I might just keep using that to record my videos, because it'll be just kind of awkward to record my stuff like while holding the laptop. So just keep using the drawing pad, and then just practice on my own, just using a pen on the screen. But yeah, so basically just the whole like of 2025. I don't really know what my goal and stuff should be, because I don't want to try to finish. Because if I can finish the books, that would be great. But I really don't want to like try to rush through that, because that would just be counterintuitive to everything I'm trying to do. So I should at least try to make a plan to at least like, I don't know, maybe get through a chapter a month, maybe at least like beginning of the month, start a chapter, and then just like practice that when I can, at least like twice a week or something. And then from there, move on to the next one. I should at least try something like that so I can at least, get practice in. And then recording videos and stuff, I should probably, because I'm trying to record a bunch in advance right now while I'm on break, which is a good idea. Just looking at music and some other stuff. So record those in advance, have those ready, and then maybe try to record like a video. I don't know. Because if I say by the end of the month, I legit just need to keep working. Yeah, but then like I'll be at school, so I won't be able to really do that. But I don't know. Maybe try to record one every week or something, so I can at least have some stuff in advance and all that, which would be a pretty decent idea to do. So I don't know. I might just at least try to get through one chapter a month, practice twice a week, and at least make one video a week. Like probably try that and see if that's a good idea or something like that. So I'll probably try that and everything once it hits 2025. But if that's the case, I need to go ahead and make like a decent amount of videos now, so I won't just be trying to rush to make a video, edit it, and then get it out and everything stuff too, like super in advance. So there's also that. But yeah, just overall, that's probably my whole plan so far for everything. How everything's going with me in particular. So far everything's going pretty good. Like again, I'm on break and everything and stuff too, so I can finally relax. My mind's kind of at ease. I'm not losing my mind all the time and stuff too, being at home. At the very least, beyond that, just being able to take it easy, just trying not to give myself too much work, even though I just straight up said I was. I'm trying to come with a plan for that and everything, and all that stuff. But yeah, so just with me in particular, I feel perfectly fine, mind pretty at ease and all that. I do still feel motivated to keep working and doing what I want to do and all that, to improve, just to genuinely learn something. So I'm going to keep definitely doing that. And at least I just have an idea what to do with 2025 and stuff like that, and some things I want to try to get done. So yeah, just wrap this video up and stuff too, because it's just like a quick rambling. I say quick, but it's like 23 minutes. Just like a rambling video, so I can just like see where I'm at currently in like December 19th, 2024, just to see how things are going with me and make sure I haven't completely lost my mind like 100% and everything too. But yeah, just with the weight of like me like failing my classes and all that off my shoulders, so at least I know I passed those except for one. I can retake that like next year and all that, so there's no problem with that. But at the very least, a lot of weight off my shoulders and stuff for that, and it's just a matter of just improving and practicing and just trying to get better schedule wise and time management wise. So I will try to do that. And while I'm looking at my music and stuff and programming stuff for my game, I'll try to like record stuff for that so I can use those as notes for the future and also improve on stuff as I'm making them. So there is that as well. But yeah, I should go ahead and try to wrap this video up and everything and stuff, so I will not have to edit it for super long. So to myself and everybody else, see you later.